I'm really interested in those details. 20,000 naira and I'm going to Lakwe. I don't understand.
10,000 naira.
You also mentioned Ogombo or something. And 20,000 naira. Are these the things that these actors are going on? Should I say upcomers or whatever I'm going through? It's a lot. So we have our guests in the house. That person you watched is our guest in the house. So if you're very familiar with one of the very popular show that he was on, that's Fuji House of Commotion. I watched Fuji House of Commotion growing up, so it was one of the kids. So I have Oscar Chirumnaya. Welcome to Breakfast in Bed.
Thank you so much for having
Welcome.
me. Thank you so much.
So, well, Fuji House of Commotion down to Fuji House of Commotion was how many years ago?
20-something years.
20-something years ago down to
Wow.
years. So it would be safe to call you a veteran, though. So, nah, because I know all your life has always been about.
Why did you emphasize it like that?
So now, watching that video, I want us to start from that video. You were ranting, and it made it to social media.
Yes.
You were ranting about the lifestyle of actors and how well they're not being paid, and how they're being paid. I'm really interested. 20K from the mainland to Lakwa and all that.
That's a lot.
How bad is it?
It's, I don't want to say wicked, but for lack of better, I mean, I don't even know, but it's wicked. I mean, how do you hire an actor, right, and offer the actor 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira to a very far distance? Because I mean, now producers have lands in all those very far places in Ekpe. Sorry, showrunners have lands in Ekpe, Ogombo, Lakwe. Do you understand? Lekki. I mean, how do you call an actor and say, oh, I'm offering you 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira, 20,000 naira, 30K as a day player? And it's a ridiculous call time of 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Shoot is supposed to start at 6:30 a.m. You're supposed to be there before call time. It's ridiculous because, I mean, the actor is literally performing for free.
Okay, so now I want us to get something very clear. Because, well, if call time is 5 a.m., 6 a.m., it's work. Well, you got to be there at that
Absolutely.
time. But so do you have issues with the timing or issues with the money being paid for that timing?
I have issues with the money being paid for that timing. It is not a problem.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It is not a problem. Of course, call time is call time. Do you understand? Nobody cares wherever you're coming from. But, I mean, provide the necessary things. Do you understand? Let the money be commensurate to, I mean, the work that the actor is going to put in.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's crazy. Like, I mean, I can't deal. Do you understand? I mean, I can't deal. How do you expect an actor to survive with 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, 30,000 naira as a day player? And here's the thing. Most times, you don't even get to come on set every day of the week.
Okay.
Do you understand?
So you guys are just left there alone.
Exactly. So sometimes it might be once a week. So the actor survives with 10,000 naira for a week. In fact, the actor does not even have the 10,000 naira because...
So it's usually like how long? Is it a day or 2 or 3 or 4?
So that
for that
10,000
10,000
is
naira?
for that day.
Just for that
Just
day.
for one day?
Yes.
One day. Okay, now I want to get something. That 10,000, so for those that do like day actors, day players.
Yes, day players, yes.
So are they allowed to show, because I heard something about that, are they allowed to feature in other movies?
Well, in some cases, not exactly. If you are in a prominent series that is currently airing, do you understand? You cannot be in another series until that series is done.
Is it a contract thing or you just...
No, it's a contract thing.
Okay.
It's a contract thing.
So so if I can't show in other movies,
you have to pay me.
So I'm going to pay 10,000. I'm going to pay 10,000 naira a day.
That's not nice.
So here is the thing. For minor characters, do you understand? You can be in other projects. Do you understand? But for lead characters, you cannot be on other projects.
So,
and also,
So what's the treatment like when you started and now?
It's way different. It's way different. I mean, when I started, hey God, auditions are practically everywhere.
Oh yes.
So you would the streets of Surulere
Yeah.
were filled with audition centers, audition rooms, do you understand? Audition venues. Do you get me?
Yeah.
At the time, you absolutely have to be very talented. At that time, it was about how talented are you. I can remember that when I auditioned for the movie Jealousy, the role that I read for was supposed to be for a girl. Do you understand? But because of my performance, and though director said, no, we're going to switch it. A guy will play this role.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And that's how I got on the job. And so from that job, I got another another gig.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you understand? They wait for actors at a call point. Feed them before they leave. When they get on set,
You feed them again.
they feed them.
Wow.
Location boss takes them from there.
Where I really want to get some. So they feed them before they leave.
Yes.
And they feed them when they get there.
Yes.
That's
they-
eating
they
too
feed
much.
them. That's not eating too
How
much.
is eating too much?
That's not eating too much. And
You're
this
making
is-
them
so
comfortable
feeding them
now.
when they get there. I mean, that's lunch now.
Yeah. Like, they need-
Exactly.
and you're reading scripts. It depends on the kind of role you're even giving again.
Oh, so you're talking about eating breakfast.
Yes,
and
eating lunch.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Eating breakfast and eating lunch. Yes, and of course, before they leave,
Yeah.
they have dinner. Do you understand? Or when they bring them back to call points, where they pick them up from, there's dinner. But right now, I'm hearing
You're barely.
Jesus Christ, actors barely feed on set. Sometimes actors are even forgotten, most especially the executive actors. I like to call them executive actors. Do you understand? People call them wakapas, but I like to call them executive actors because you also need them. Do you understand? You also need the crowds to be on that project.
So is this an industry thing? Because I really want to understand what ways do you think this can be solved?
Yeah.
Is there a regulator that's going to work on this that's not working? Or are producers meant to do something right, they're not doing something right? Are people meant to speak and they're not speaking?
And also to that question, are there
Yeah.
preferential treatments?
Well, of course, there would always be preferential treatment. There would always be preferential treatment when it comes to, working with actors, the A-list, the B-list actors. Do you understand? But hey, treat everybody fairly.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Don't give them foods that you can't give your dog.
Can you imagine?
Yes,
Wow.
like it happens on set, literally.
They give them food
Food that they cannot feed. Yes. Literally. Some don't even share. That means they even some don't even care. Their own is come and film, get the job done, and get out.
Wow.
Well, some don't even get paid at all after the projects.
Wait,
don't get
wait,
paid
wait,
at
wait.
all.
Yes.
Do they get promised that they'll be paid?
Yes.
And they won't get paid at the
Yes.
end of it? Wow.
Okay, no, now I really I understand what the industry
Yeah.
can be like, but then we still see many people the influx of people into this industry. If it's this bad, why are people still saying I want to be acting? I want to be acting. Yes, I
Yeah.
want to be an actor. I also want to act and all that. Why?
Well, because what the social media and the television is showing them is glam. Do you understand? They don't get to see the what's the word again? They don't get to see the
nitty-gritty.
yes, and the dirty work. Do you understand that you have to put in? They don't get to see the work that you have to put into it. They don't get to see the negative side of it. Do you understand? Not all actors, not all performers are from privileged homes. Do you understand? And they can afford some certain things.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
A lot of young stars now just see the glam. Oh, he looks good on camera. Things that they post on social media, say, oh, I want to become a star and all of that, and they forget that most times see people have put in years of many work. Do you understand? They have taken out time to train. Do you understand? They have suffered. Do you understand? And of course, because of consistency, they start to get their flowers. Do you understand? Yeah, so, I mean, it's a lot.
Okay. So, yeah, you want to say something?
This one is very important because how do you deal with relegation? And when I mean relegation is maybe when you're going for a particular film and the person sees you and the next thing is telling you, oh, you're good for this role, and meanwhile you have a very different role you want to play. How do you deal with situations like that?
Okay, so here's the thing. As an actor, you'd have to have an open mind. Do you understand? Sometimes at audition processes and casting and readings, do you understand? Most times, directors are still finding the character that most suits, do you understand, the actor. Do you understand? In some cases, maybe when they get on set, they see something very different. Do you understand? And immediately they say, oh, they talk to an actor and say, I think that you'll be a best foot. I think that you'll play this character better than this person because there's something that I have seen. Do you understand? Would you mind, do you understand, playing this role? Do you get me? Now it's not left for the actor to say, oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can't. Oh, yes, it would take me a longer time to process and become this character. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's look at the influx of also Nigerian television reality stars that they turn into actors overnight. And then the real actors who are talented seem to be put as the...
Push them one side.
You call them executive actors, but then we know them as worker pass. And then, but these people, because they are reality stars and they seem to, I don't know. Some people say they sell the movies. I really don't know how they do, but they tend to use many of them now. And the real actors are relegated. What are your thoughts about this?
I mean...
Some of them are actually amazing, though. But
yes, I mean, I agree. I mean, there's also the place of wanting to sell your products, so I mean, so that you will make profit from it and all of that. But hey, when do we start to put excellence over mediocre? Do you understand? Because right now on TV, you're seeing same set of very flat acting, very flat performances. Do you understand? Because you want a popular and all of that. Yes, it will sell you.
A very good example is I think most of these are our influencers now. You see them taking roles in movies. And a very good example is Mr. Macaroni.
But Macaroni has always
no, but Macaroni,
yeah.
Macaroni is a fantastic performer. He has
always
been
a fantastic actor.
an amazing
Another
performer.
one is I think Brother Shaggy.
Shaggy has always been a theater breed.
Okay.
Do you understand? Shaggy is a performer, sings, acts, and dance very well. Do you understand? Samuel Perry, he's that one. He gets on for body. He's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about those ones that are talentless. For lack of better word. No, actually, that's what it is. Do you understand? Very talentless, and you see them on screen, they're very flat. And you're asking yourself, okay, so what happens to using one or two A-list actors? Do you understand? And also, to life. Do you understand? We know that you don't have to fill our films with celebrity reality TV shows, celebrity actors.
And I think that's what the movie industry has turned into. It's no longer a craft anymore. It's no longer a job. It has become a part where glam,
fame.
Glam. These are people that can sell the product. So the real art, the real craft of the job seems to be missing. And that's why I want us to get into the world of stage because we're running out of time. I know stages. Many people that have been on screen, they say they like stage. When Moshood was here, Moshood said he loves stage is his first love. And you've also said that stage is your first love. But then, is there a way that actors on stage, Do you understand? Those powerful actors on stage, I see them on screens, and sometimes I feel like they do too much on screens because they think they're still on stage. But is there a way they can merge this, the acting, and then we don't see much disparity?
Well, that's also takes conscious effort in training. Do you understand? Excuse me. They're both two mediums. The stage is larger than life. Do you understand? On stage, you have to absolutely exaggerate. Do you understand? So that, of course, the blind who cannot see can hear. Do you understand? The deaf and the dumb, I mean, they can also watch and see the things that you do on stage. TV is very small. Do you understand? Reactions are very
controlled.
Yes, are very controlled. Do you understand? But of course, both you still have to pass a message and be convincing. Do you understand? It's training basically. It's training. Transitioning from stage to television, you'd have to go through training. Do you understand? Because TV is small, stage is large.
So where would you say you have the talent? Do they reside on stage or those we see on screen? Because where are the real talents? Because there's so many people I see on stage and I don't see them in a movie. And I see most of them on stage. So where do we have the talents? Where do they stay?
I'd say that if you want to become an actor, a grounded performance, you'd have to start from stage. The stage grooms you. The stage, blends you. The stage grinds you. The stage does a lot of things. It molds you. Do you understand? To becoming an amazing performer, not just on television, anywhere. As long as you have chosen the career path of the performing arts. Do you understand? The stage is a good place to start.
So before we go, can you mention names of those that you've worked with and those that you say, oh, no, I don't think I want to work with this person again?
Putting him on the spot.
Okay. I'd like to give accolades to...
Remember that people were once blacklisted. So continue. Just a reminder. Sorry, just a reminder.
God is my soul sharp.
Okay.
That's absolutely. Well, I'd like to give accolades to showrunners, directors that I have worked with that, have been very, very, very instrumental in my life. Have been not just directors, but good people. Do you understand? First, I'd like to start with late Chief Mrs. Amaka Igwe. That's the showrunner of Fuji House of Commotion, Checkmate. I miss her. I miss her so much.
Yeah, many people say she was such a fabulous movie producer.
What? She was not just a showrunner. If that woman loves you, there is nothing that you could tell her. If she says, it's Bumi that I want, nothing fit change her. Nothing. Like, she would take her time. Even if you're a greenhorn, she would take her time and mold you into what she wants you to become.
Okay, so Oscar, I'm not going to let you continue mentioning names. I'm just going to let us wrap this up quickly because we have 30 seconds.
Sure.
But what's your thoughts about producers being actors, being makeup artists, all on their own sets? They're the producers, they're the directors,
multi-purpose.
They're the production managers. What are your thoughts about it? Because I know one particular person that does it, and they say, and they always tell the person that please rest. So what are your thoughts about it? I love her. I love her, but then I think.
Can you mention the name already?
I won't, but then what are your thoughts about it?
Okay, so there is nothing wrong in being multi-talented, right? And having an idea of all of these things. Yes, there is nothing wrong with it. I think if I become a showrunner, I will be like that because I'm a professional makeup artist. I know I have a knowledge about costuming and all of that.
Is it not about saving money, not wanting to spend money, not wanting to create jobs for people?
No, but here is the thing. She.
Clap for yourself.
Well, you will get people to do the work, yes, but of course, overseeing it. Do you understand?
Important.
Yes, I'm putting them in check. It's
Okay.
absolutely very important.
We need to go. That's so much we can take today. We've talked about it, and then we hope that people tend to do better.
You cracked that your table a little.
They tend to do better with their actors and 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 in this economy
That's
is
too
not
small.
the right thing. It's too small. And I feel they tend to do better. I feel they should do better. I feel producers should look into it. Showrunners should look into it.
Of course.
And I don't want to mention names. I wanted you to mention names, but I don't want us to mention. I just feel we should give them the benefits of doubt and let us see they're going to do better. But if they don't do better, we'll call you back to mention names. We need to
She,
mention
like you said.
Yeah, the she. That you're going to do. Oh, she.
Like-
She actually has a movie that is she.
Like,
Definitely.
I'm actually enjoying myself, and I don't want it to stop. But we have to, so I'll see you next weekend. I did that playing day.
Thank you very much for coming on. So that's much we
You're
can take
welcome.
today. Join us again next week. I am Babumi.